Hello everybody, bonjour à tout le monde. Je suis ici aujourd'hui avec le docteur Nirala Jacobi. Bonjour. Nirala, c'est l'experte en SIBO internationale australienne et nous sommes au congrès au sommet de la naturopathie intégrative à Paris. So I have the pleasure of being here with Dr. Nirala Jacobi, SIBO expert.
Thank you, Rosaria. It's a pleasure to be here in Paris. My first time in Paris, and this wonderful congress. Lots of naturopaths from all over Europe are here, and I am speaking about SIBO and the underlying causes of SIBO, which is so important because if you don't know the underlying causes, you may end up having a patient that continuously relapses.
And yeah, that's totally true. And Dr. Nirala, can you tell us something about, in France, SIBO is not very well known yet. Would you like to share something for, maybe French practitioners? Or what's the message? What's the message?
Yes. So SIBO is actually a very common disorder. It constitutes about 60% of all IBS cases are considered to be SIBO. And SIBO basically is a situation where bacteria have overgrown in the small intestine, which is obviously the area that is required for absorption and for absorbing and digesting your food and absorbing your nutrients. And if you have a lot of bacteria there, you can end up with leaky gut, histamine intolerance, microbiome disorders, everything that we know really well in naturopathic medicine. But the most important thing is that SIBO is caused by something. So just treating with antimicrobials is often not efficient enough, or it is not enough to prevent that from coming back.
Thank you very much. And what would you like to tell, share with French practitioners that still don't know much about SIBO, that are still hesitating about, is SIBO a real thing?
The SIBO is a real thing. We know that the American Gastroenterology Association definitely has guidelines around SIBO, but as we know, it takes 50 years for any development to trickle down into the offices of medical practitioners. So we are already on the forefront of this as natural practitioners. I have a training course. You can go to thesibodoctor.com and learn more about how to treat SIBO. And one of the reasons I love SIBO for naturopathic practitioners is because if you learn really everything about SIBO, you will really understand the gut on a whole new level, because it got everything. It has microbiome issues, it has food intolerance, it has leaky gut, it has gut-brain axis, it has a central nervous system. Everything you can think about is involved in SIBO, and if you really understand that, you're equipped to treat pretty much any functional digestive disorder.
So this is so important. Well, let's invite more practitioners in France and in Europe to train with Dr. Nirala Jacobi.
Thank you so much, Rosaria. And you can listen to the podcast. I've had a podcast called The SIBO Doctor for the last 6 years. So this is definitely something that you can learn a lot about. You can learn about SIBO, about what causes SIBO, what contributes to SIBO, trauma, stress, all of that is covered in this podcast.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Nirala, for being with us today.
My pleasure. Nice to talk to you, Rosaria. Nice to meet you here.
Thank you.